Welcome to Red Carpet TV Nigeria. Kindly click on the subscribe button to subscribe to our channel. For coverage of events, you can call any of the numbers in the description box. Thank you and enjoy our videos. Death leaves a heartache no one can heal. Love leaves a memory no one can steal. This quote about the death of a loved one leaves one with the knowledge that a beautiful soul is never forgotten even after their demise. This was true about the exit of a man who was a father in a million, a man who made so much positive impact on humanity, and a man who was truly a rare gem in his time. Pa Moses Iranola Akinnola. For the children of Pa Akinnola, whose peaceful exit took place on October 20th, 2019, his sweet memories will forever be evergreen. It was therefore understandable at the way and manner they fought hard to keep the tears away and the regrets at bay at the graveside at his residence on Saturday, November 30th, 2019. The funeral celebration of this wonderful father, who laid still in his casket, began a day earlier with the wake service. They all listened with rapt attention as the most senior pastor, Akinnola, admonished them to make reparations from their sinful ways. The children of Baba then filed out as they danced through the tent in a Thanksgiving session with the choristers of the Only Jesus Can Do It church singing melodiously. The dances continued into the night thereafter, with the grandchildren of Baba dancing to the songs blaring from the instrumentalists. The next day, the venue transformed into a sober one as the white garment choristers sang melodious hymns which filled up everywhere around Baba's residence. Decked in purple lace and ash headgear, Baba's children sat at the front row. A selected passage from the Bible was read. This was a prelude to the sermon in which Pastor Ojo Ajilola extolled the virtues of Baba and urged everyone to live exemplary lives. There was a special ministration by the choir as everyone enjoyed the dirge, which was laden with emotions. The mood transformed to a livelier one at the Thanksgiving as the offsprings of Baba filed out. As the recessional hymn crooned, Baba was carried to the graveside at the corner of his compound for interment. As the hymns at the graveside rented the air, the coffin was let down. That was the end of Baba Iranola Akinnola. Born on the 2nd of January 1935, Baba was full of exemplary character, humility and brilliance. In 1966, Baba moved to the northern part of Nigeria to seek greener pastures. He taught in Kano State for about 10 years before relocating back to Ondo State, where he transfers to the length and breadth of the state as class teacher and later headmaster until he retired in 1995. After retirement, he was appointed as Neighborhood Inspector for Education by the then Governor of Ondo State, Olusegun Agagu of blessed memory. Baba was a former chairman of the People's Democratic Party Elders Forum in Isalu Ward in Idanre local government. Baba lived up to the ripe old age of 85. The celebration of Baba's life continued at the Olofin Anglican Grammar School field, Ondo de Idanre. Under two large marquees, the celebrations took place. The marquees, beautifully decorated with multicolored drapes, had the seating arrangements perfectly arranged and alluring. In posh cars, guests cruised into the field, and in pairs and groups, they sauntered in. Before long, they filled every available space, and the enjoyment came trickling in. From the good music of Ola Destiny Band to the availability of tasty wines, to the array of hot, steaming and sumptuous meals, guests had great times, felicitating with the Akinnolas. All the children of the Akinnolas too did not disappoint, as they treated their guests to the best of times. Their obviously satisfied guests joined their respective hosts on the dance floor to wiggle to the music of the band. It was therefore no surprise that their charisma and charms, which spoke volumes at the party, was all that was needed to draw guests to the dance floor to jig with them simultaneously. Red Carpet TV spoke with some children of Baba and other guests.
My daddy is the best daddy in the whole world. My daddy is caring. My daddy is loving. My daddy is humble. In fact, he's the most gentle. Is caring. Because anytime you are with dad, he will not want you to lack. But when we're in school, usually I went to a boarding school. When they give us a list of those things, Daddy will make sure that he completed all the list before we go. Even when they come to school, there will be one or two things that is not available. But for Daddy, he will make sure we have everything. And I will also give kudos to Mommy. Because even when the resources are not there, Mommy will ensure, even to borrow, so that we'll be comfortable. Alakoro eye Alakoro Gana Gana.
That is a man after my heart. He taught me so many things. He taught me how to be my man of myself, how to be hardworking, and how to be resilient. Taught me humility. And taught me how to be humble and be yourself. That is who Akinnola was. Like all the testimonies we had during the wake up, it's like everybody taught about Baba's humility. We had a testimony of someone that had been together for 52 years, and there was never a day that they quarreled with each other. It is not that things will not happen, but it's like he learned how to be able to take things. So that is what the thing I want to pick up, that no matter what it is, you understand, to be able to absorb, to be able to bring everybody closer to you, no matter how positive or negative they be to you, overlook it and move ahead. What I will miss about him is so much is like everybody talks about it, that I look like him so much, so I see him like a mirror. He was my mentor. So every time I listen to his words of advice, and when people come around and talk about him, I always dream to be like him also when I grow up. And if you see the YBS, even some of my elders brothers don't have it. So, and I'm wishing and looking forward to a day that I have a grey hair, that all my eyes will turn white, because that was the way my father looks. I remember one day when I clocked 40 years and I came back home, my mom saw me and said, wow, this is exactly how your father was when he was 40 years old. The haircut, the way he looks and every other thing. So I want to keep the momentum. I want everybody to see me like a mirror of my late father as I grow up. Omalako Omalako Gana Gana, Omalugo Igbe, Omachuri Amuju, Omanila Meji Bojucheye, Abayo, Mokiao.
Moses Akinnola is one of the finest gentlemen I've ever seen in my life. He's so humble, so caring, so loving. He's a family man to the core. Very brilliant, very, very industrious, very, very hardworking, and very, very gentle. And there's nothing he cannot do for you. Nothing. And so I will miss him.
He's a wonderful father. One in a million. Loving father, caring father. In fact, words is not enough to express my gratitude towards him when he was alive. I will really miss him.
A very peace-loving man, and that's one thing that actually stands him out. Very peace-loving, quiet, amiable, caring, loving. He could be in the house for a whole day, you wouldn't know. He doesn't like fight, he doesn't like trouble. He's just at peace with himself, with his friends, with families, and like that. So that's the kind of person we are celebrating today. About him is, most times every time I call and he hears my voice and he will say, oh mommy, how are you? He has that unique way of, once he hears my voice, he will say, oh Dele, is that you? Oh mommy, how are you? And then he will pray. And that's what he does virtually every time we call. His wisdom, when we are growing up, he will tell us a lot of stories in the evening. And those are the kind of things. His prayers, his word of wisdom is what we are missing.
In the family for over 40 years. I was brought up in the family, so I know much about that. That is gentle, meek, amiable, hardworking, and God-fearing. His meekness, gentleness. I never see him quarrel with mommy for one day. His meekness, his gentleness, his hard-working nature. Daddy was very hard-working. He was very hard-working man. So these are qualities I think, not even I think, that I would say one way or the other I could see manifesting in the life of we children.
My dad is a wonderful person, so caring, humble, and he loves all the kids, the children, grandchildren, and everybody around him.
I have the opportunity to meet him one-on-one, but from the information I heard, he was a good man. And all his children, almost all of them look like him. He's very fair and he's cool and collected and calm. He was humble, and for anybody to go far in life, especially in this part of the world, someone has to be humble. So I would just encourage everyone to remain humble, and we will all get to where God has promised us in Jesus' name.
From the Red Carpet TV crew, we congratulate the children of Baba, Moses, Iranola, Akinnola on the success of the burial of their patriarch. Thank you for watching Red Carpet TV Nigeria. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button to subscribe to our channel.